Hello and welcome back. My name is Hope and today I will be leading you through an hour-long Vinyasa flow sequence. This sequence is for strength and mobility, so we'll be holding poses just a little bit longer than usual today and doing poses multiple times to focus on getting our full range of movement out of the poses. You will not need any props for class today, just yourself and your mat. So whenever you're ready, coming to a nice easy seated position on your mat, crossing your legs, bring your hands to the top of your knees, rolling your shoulders down and back, closing your eyes, breathing in through your nose for 3 counts and out through your mouth for 6. Again, in through your nose and out for 6. In for 3 and out for 6. With your next inhale, opening up your eyes and reaching your arms all the way up overhead for 3 and forward folding over your legs, breathing out through your mouth for 6. Walking your hands as far away from your body as you can while still keeping both of your hips grounded. Then gently rolling yourself up 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhaling your arms back overhead, gaze follows. Exhale, forward fold. Again, walking your fingertips as far as you can away, breathing out for 6. Inhale, coming back up. Bring your hands back to our knees and just taking some gentle neck rolls. Dropping your ear to your right shoulder, bringing it through center, and then to your left. Making sure you're sitting nice and tall. Good. After 3 times, moving right, circle to the left 3 times. Nice, slow, and controlled here. Using your breath as you circle. Good. And drawing your ear down to your right shoulder. Left hand reaches directly next to you and walks away, feeling a stretch to the outside of your neck. Good. Rolling your chin to your chest, taking your hands and interlacing them back behind your head, gently pushing on the back of your skull, drawing your chin closer to your chest. Feeling a stretch through the back of your neck. Good. Releasing your hands, then drawing your ear to your left shoulder. This time taking your right hand and placing it directly next to you, walking your fingertips away. Feeling the stretch to the right arm and neck. Good. Drawing your head back to center, interlacing your fingertips, flipping your palms up toward the ceiling and stretching your arms all the way up, finding length in the spine. Good. And then releasing your hands and interlocking them behind your back. Pressing your palms together, opening up your chest, looking up toward the ceiling. Good. Now grounding your right arm directly next to you and reaching with your left, gazes under your arm toward the ceiling. Feeling a stretch through your side body. Rocking yourself all the way down and around, coming to the other side. Left arm grounds, right arm reaches. Gaze is under your right arm this time. Opening up your chest as you're reaching. Swinging yourself back down and around, coming to the right. Reaching with the left, maybe taking it down onto the elbow this time. Remembering to keep both of your hips grounded and opening your chest up toward the ceiling. My cat wants to do yoga too. And swing back down and around. Left arm grounds, right arm reaches. Having the option again to take it down to the left elbow. Good, coming back up through center and sending both of your legs long. Inhale your arms up, exhale forward folding over both of your legs. Maybe widening your stance just a little bit, having a big bend in the knees is okay. Warming up the back of the hamstrings. Really focusing on grounding the lower part of your stomach down towards your thighs. So even if your knees have to be bent to get that lower part of your stomach down, that is okay. Then slowly working to straighten the legs. Inhale, rolling the chest up, then coming onto your hands and knees, finding a tabletop position. Hands are directly under your shoulders and knees are hip distance apart. Coming into some cat-cows. First, dropping your belly for cow, lifting your gaze, arching your back as you inhale. Then exhale, pushing away, rounding your upper back, drawing your navel in toward your spine, pushing through your palms for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale, pushing the ground away for cat. Moving here at your own pace, following your own rhythm of breath. Trying to exaggerate your movements and get full range of motion out of the spine. I like to rock forward and back with my cat-cows. So as you drop your belly, shifting your hips back just a little bit. And then as you inhale, rounding your back, shifting your weight forward. Just making the movement a little bit more fluid. Then whenever you're ready, meeting me at a neutral spine, and then taking some C shapes in your tabletop. So just looking over your shoulder, acting like you're drawing your hip toward your elbow. Just compressing the side body, one side at a time. Good, again, meeting me at a neutral spine. And this time, kicking back with your left leg. Toes are pointed down, head is neutral, looking down at your mat. Squeezing your glute here. Making sure your hips are squared to your mat, not opening up. Then bending that knee. We're going to pulse here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Kicking that leg back out and straight. Then we'll extend our right arm, finding the counterbalance here. Inhale, then exhale, drawing that elbow to your knee. Engaging the core. Exhale, extend. Inhale, then exhale, elbow to knee. Extend, squeezing through that left glute as you kick back. Last time, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Grounding that right arm right next to us and taking your left foot out to the side. Your ankle and knee are parallel. Walking yourself up. Left arm is going to slide down that left leg. Right arm reaches, gate pose. Good. Now we're going to walk our left knee to the front of our mat, finding a low lunge, sinking into your hips, finding the stretch in the right hip flexor. Inhaling your arms up. Exhale, grounding your hands next to your front foot, straightening that left leg, finding your half splits. Feeling a stretch to the back of the left hamstring. and then drawing both knees back together in your tabletop. Now we'll take that same sequence on the right side this time. So kicking your right leg back, squeezing through the right glute, toes are pointed down toward your mat. Holding here, making sure you're not arching your back, you're staying strong for your core. Good, then bending that right foot and pulsing up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kicking that right leg long again and finding our counterbalance, extending the left arm. Inhale, then exhale as you draw your knee to elbow. Inhale, extend, squeezing through the right glute. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Last time, knee to elbow. Extend. Good, grounding that left hand and taking our right foot directly next to us, coming up onto our knee. Right arm glides down your right leg. Left arm reaches, gate pose. Coming back up through center. Right foot steps out in front, coming into your low lunge, making sure that knee isn't going over your ankle. Inhaling your arms up, really sinking deep into that lunge, feeling the stretch through the left hip flexor. Great job. Breathing into the stretch as you exhale. Then grounding our hands next to our front foot, pushing the hips back as you straighten the right leg. Drawing your nose down towards your knee, finding your half splits and your hamstring stretch. Good. Drawing your knees back together, coming to your tabletop. Then untucking your toes and just lifting your knees slightly. Bear pose. Holding here, really engaging your core. Good. Then pushing your hips up and back, finding your down dog. Pedaling out your feet here slightly, drawing your ankles down towards the mat, ankles and heels. Pushing through your palms and all 10 fingers. Relaxing your neck, dropping your chest toward the space underneath you. Good, then lowering yourself back down, finding that bear pose for strength. Holding here, engaging your core. We'll do this 2 more times. Then shifting back up to down dog. Pedaling your feet here in down dog. Back to bear, engaging your core. Pressing down really hard through your palms, rounding your upper back and drawing your shoulder blades apart. Then back up to down dog. Then shifting all of your weight forward, coming onto your toes and finding a high plank. Dropping your hips in line with your chest, engaging the core, squeezing the glutes. Finding your chaturanga either from here on your toes or from your knees. Bending your elbows, keeping them in tight. Inhale, pushing up for upward facing dog. Untucking your toes, lifting up and back with your hips. Finding your down dog again. 5 breaths here in your down dog. After your 5th breath, shifting your gaze forward towards your fingertips and walking your feet up to meet your hands. Finding your forward fold here. Grabbing opposite elbows. Rocking yourself back and forth. Maybe having a large bend in your knees. Whatever feels good for you right now. Inhale, slowly rolling yourself up, one vertebrae at a time, rolling your shoulders down and back. Finding mountain pose, bringing your toes to touch, heels are slightly separated. Inhaling through your nose, big exhale through your mouth. Then zipping our thighs together, finding chair pose, bending your knees, bringing your hands to heart center, tucking your tailbone under, engaging your core. Making sure your hips aren't sticking out and you're drawing that tailbone under. Weight should be in your heels. Good, inhaling your arms all the way up, Utkatasana chair pose. And then reaching our hands back, airplane arms. Good, inhaling our arms up, finding the strength and depth in this pose. Staying here, or this time as you reach your hands back for airplane arms, come onto your toes. Inhale, arms up, drop your heels. Exhale, arms back, lift onto your toes. Inhale, arms up, drop your heels. Exhale, arms back, lift onto your toes. Do this 2 more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back, toes. Last time, inhale, arms up. Exhale, up onto your toes. Good, relax, straightening your legs, finding your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to either your shins or your thighs, straightening out the spine. Exhale, finding a deeper variation of your forward fold. Good, then grounding your hands, bending your knees, stepping back to that high plank, lowering down through your chaturanga. Inhale through upward facing dog, looking over your right and your left shoulders. Then exhale, coming into your down dog. Taking 5 breaths here in your down dog. Active in the pose, continuously readjusting, trying to find a deeper variation. Then centering our left leg and kicking our right leg up. 3-legged down dog. We're going to inhale, shifting our weight forward, drawing your knee to your nose. Then exhale, kicking it all the way back up. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale, then exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick back up. Last time. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Kick back up. Good, grounding both feet. We're gonna gaze goes towards the front of our mat and we're gonna walk our feet back up to meet our hands forward fold. Halfway lift, straightening out the spine. Forward fold, deepening your fold. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Finding chair pose. Zipping your thighs together. Squeezing your knees, toes are touching. Tailbone is tucked. Bring your hands to heart center. First, we're going to twist right elbow, left knee. Pushing into your knee, opening up your chest. Good, staying here or having the option to open your arms. Left arm reaches toward the ceiling. Good, coming back through center. This time twisting left elbow to right knee. Pushing into your knee with that left elbow. Then having the option to open up your arms. Right arm reaches toward the ceiling, gaze follows. Then exhale, coming to heart center. Straightening your legs, finding your forward fold. Then grounding your hands, bending your knees, stepping back to high plank, moving through an optional vinyasa or finding your down dog. Paddling your feet out in down dog. 5 breaths here, using this as an active recovery. Finding strength in this pose. Noticing how strong you feel through your shoulders as you're pushing the ground away. Then centering your right leg, kicking back up with the left. Toes are facing down toward the ground. Inhale, then exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose, shifting your weight forward, engaging your core. Exhale, extend. Inhale, then exhale, knee to nose. Last time, extend, squeezing through that left glute. Then grounding your feet. Good job dropping down onto your knees, sending the hips back, walking your hands forward and finding a quick child's pose. Taking a moment here to reconnect with your breath, lowering your heart rate. And meeting me in tabletop. Whenever you are ready, untucking your toes and finding that bear pose again. Holding here, finding the strength, or challenging yourself to kick that left leg back, squeezing the left glute, so a heavy bend in the right leg. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, finding your bear pose, this time kicking the right leg back. Heavy bend in that left leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back, lifting through your hips, finding your down dog. Then centering your left foot, kicking up with the right for 3-legged down dog. Inhale, then exhale, drawing your knee to your nose, but stepping it all the way through between your hands. Knee is going to be directly over your ankle. Coming up into your crescent lunge. Hips are square toward the top of your mat. Taking your hands behind your head. Then we're going to bend, drawing that left knee, back knee almost to the ground. For 5, again, 4, raise, 3, raise, 2, and 1. Good job coming back up into your crescent lunge, then dropping your back heel, finding your warrior 2. Again, taking your arms back behind your head. This time we're going to do some crunches, engaging our core. So drawing your right elbow down toward your knee. For 5, good. 4, 3, make sure you're keeping the depth in your right leg. 2, good. 1. Taking your arms back out, left arm slides down the back of your leg, right arm reaches to the back wall, revolved warrior. And then windmilling our hands down. Right arm comes to the instep of your foot, left arm reaches to the ceiling. Grounding your left hand next to your right. Right foot steps back, finding yourself at high plank. Moving through your vinyasa or meeting me at a down dog. Five breaths in your down dog. Then this time, centering your right foot, kicking back and up with your left. Inhale, then exhale, drawing your knee towards your nose and stepping your foot all the way through. Inhale, coming up, finding your crescent lunge. Taking your hands behind your head, coming into our 5 lunge pulses. Drawing that right knee toward the ground, but not letting it touch. And then back up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping the right heel, taking your arms out, finding your warrior 2. Warrior 2 crunches, taking your hands back behind your head, drawing your elbow to knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sliding that right arm down your back leg, left arm reaches and high fives the back wall. Revolved warrior, still keeping the depth in that left leg, that left lunge. Then windmilling your hands all the way down, left arm comes to the instep of your left foot, right arm reaches toward the ceiling. Using your left arm to push into your left knee, opening up your hips. And grounding your hands, left foot steps back to meet the right, finding yourself in high plank. Good, dropping down onto your knees. And coming up. Hands come on to the base of your lower back, just above your glutes. Fingertips facing down, elbows are drawing back and in towards each other. Chest opens, gaze lifts, pushing your hips forward as you open your chest. Good, lifting back up. Big inhale, then exhale, pushing your hips forward again. Good, inhaling back up. Then this time you're going to reach your left hand back towards your heel, pushing your hips forward. If that's too intense, you can just do 2 more, pushing both hips forward. Left hand reaches back towards your heel, right arm reaches back in behind you, pushing your hips open, lifting through your chest. Good. Lifting back up. We'll take this on the right side. Right hand reaches towards your ankle, left arm reaches up and back. Opening your chest up toward the ceiling as you're pushing your hips forward. Good, lifting yourself back up. Either taking your hands to your lower back and pushing both hips forward, or finding full camel by reaching back with both feet, pushing your hips forward, opening your chest. Good, slowly coming out of it. Dropping your glutes down to your heels, finding child's pose. Rounding your lower back. Recovering from the hip openers. Then coming up into your tabletop, walking your hands forward and dropping your chest, finding puppy pose. Good, right arm reaches underneath your left. Thread the needle. Staying here, or left arm can reach up and then drop back onto your lower back. Opening up the shoulders. Good. Staying here, or having the option to reach that left arm forward again and kick back with the left foot. Toes are pointed down, engaging your core, pushing down through both palms, finding your balance challenge here. Good, grounding that knee, reaching both Hands forward for puppy pose again. Then left arm threads underneath the right for thread the needle on the opposite side. Right arm can reach up and back and have the option to drop it behind your back, opening up the shoulder. Good, holding here or having the option to reach that right arm back forward, pressing weight in both palms and kicking your right foot up and back. Activating the core, pressing down through your palms. Good, grounding your knee. Hands come forward again. Then lifting your chest, shifting your hips forward, coming into your upward facing dog. Slowly lowering yourself down onto your mat, taking both arms out into a T. Bending your left leg. Left leg kicks up and back toward that right hand. Coming back through center. This time bending the right knee. Right knee kicks up and back. It's okay to roll over a little bit onto your side body. We'll take this one more time on each side. Bending the left knee, kicking it up and back. Trying to get a little higher, just a little bit closer to your hand this time. Back through center. This time bending the right knee, kicking up and back. And back through center. Taking your palms directly under your shoulders and lifting your chest, lifting your palms. Engaging the back body, rolling the shoulder blades back and together. Good. And release. This time as you lift your chest and upper body, squeeze your glutes and lift your shins and feet off the mat. Holding here, lifting, Superman pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Reconnecting with your breath. We'll take that one more time, lifting, finding length through your neck, pulling your shoulder blades back and together, squeezing through your glutes. Good, and relaxing. This time, bending the left knee and reaching back with our left hand, kicking into that foot, half locust pose. Kicking into your hand to lift your leg higher. Good, and releasing. This time, bending the right knee and reaching back with the right foot. Your hand is on the inside of your foot and kicking up and back with that right foot. Pressing the top of your foot into your hand to lift your leg higher. Then releasing. Now either taking that one more time on each side or reaching back with both hands simultaneously. Hands are on the inside, feet are on the outside. Lifting up with your shoulders first, then kicking back and up with your legs. Pressing the top of your feet into your hands for full locust pose. Then releasing your knees back down to your mat. Grounding your hands, relaxing your head. Good. Coming back up, finding your tabletop. In your tabletop, lifting your hips up and back, coming back to your down dog. Finding 5 breaths here in your down dog. Walking your feet forward to meet your hands. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deepen your fold. Inhale, rolling yourself all the way back up. Shoulders draw down and back. Going to find warrior 3. So shifting all of your weight into your right foot. You're going to lean your chest forward and kick back with your left leg. Toes are facing down toward the ground. Hands can be on your hip, or finding full variation of the pose, reaching forward with your hands. You're going to have a slight bend in that right leg, protecting your joints and giving yourself some wiggle room to balance. Good, coming back, hands come back to heart center, stepping together. We'll take it on the left side this time. So bringing your hands to your hips, shifting your weight into the left leg, dropping your chest, leaning forward as you kick that right leg back. Keeping your hips squared down to the ground. Finding length through the right heel, slight bend in the left leg. Staying here or having the option to reach your hands forward, gazes down towards your mat. Good, coming back. We'll take that one more time now that we're a little familiar with the pose on each side. So lifting the left leg, shifting our weight into our right foot, kicking back with the left leg, slight bend in the right leg, trying to reach forward. Good, drawing back to center, coming back up to standing. This time lifting the right knee, kicking back with that right leg. Again, having the option to reach forward. Good, and back to standing. Again, shifting our weight into our left foot, lifting your right leg. Holding here, then trying to straighten your leg, flexing the foot, coming back to bent, then drawing your knee out, and back to close, keeping it bent. Lifting up, straightening your right leg, closing your knee, out, and closing your legs. We'll do that 2 more times. Lifting up, straightening, bending, out, and back together. Last time, lifting up, trying to get full range of motion out of these movements, straightening, close, out, and together. Good. Releasing your leg, maybe shaking your hips back and forth. Then shifting all your weight onto the right side of your body. Inhale, lifting your left knee. Good, straightening that left leg, holding here, flexing your feet, bending the left leg, taking it out, and then back together. Whew, my hip popped. Then back, lifting up through the knee, straightening the leg, bend, out, and back together. Good, 3 more times. Bending, lifting up, straightening, to bend, out, and back together. 2 more times. Up, straight, bend, out, and back together. Last time. Up, straight, bend, out, and back together. Great job. Shifting weight between both of your feet again. Maybe going back and forth between your hips. Then inhaling both your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Again, inhale, both arms up. Exhale through heart center. Inhale, both arms up. Finding your chair pose, sinking your hips down and back, zipping your thighs up, toes are touching, heels are slightly separated. And then exhale, forward folding, straightening your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lowering yourself down, bending your knees and stepping back to high plank. Lowering your knees, hovering them slightly, finding that bear pose, and then releasing your knees down to the ground. This time, we're going to take fire hydrants from our knees. So, centering your right knee, lifting directly out with your left, squeezing the left side of the glute. For 5, bring your knees back to close. 4, close. 3, close. 2, close. 1, close. Taking that left knee to the top of your mat, inhale, low lunge, sinking deep into your lunge. Right arm reaches down your back leg. Left arm reaches toward the back wall. Revolved low lunge. Then windmilling back up. Left hand grounds next to your left foot. Right arm reaches toward the ceiling. And then inhale, both arms up. We'll take that on the opposite side. So left arm reaches to your back leg this time, and right arm reaches towards the back wall. Then inhale back up. Right arm grounds to the instep. Left arm reaches. And then grounding both hands on either side of your foot, straightening that left leg, finding your low lunge. And then stepping your knees back together. This time taking fire hydrants on the right side. So lifting directly up with your right knee, up to the side. Closing back together for 5. Lift up. 4. 3. Close. 2. Close. 1. Close and stepping that right foot through. Finding your low lunge on the right side. Left arm reaches down and back of your left leg. Right arm high fives the back wall. Revolves low lunge. Good, windmilling your hands forward. Right arm comes to the instep of your right foot. Left arm reaches. Good, inhaling both arms up. We'll take that in reverse. Squaring your hips to the front of your mat. Right arm reaches back toward your back leg. Left arm reaches to the back wall. Good, windmilling your hands down. Left hand comes to the instep, right arm reaches. Pushing down through that left hand to open up your chest to the side. And then grounding both hands, stepping your knees back together. Taking your knees to the width of your mat, toes come to touch, sending your hips back, finding a child's pose. Good, coming back up to tabletop. This time we're going to do the same fire hydrant motion in our tabletop, except once we get to the height of your fire hydrant, you're going to straighten your leg and kick back, then come back through center. So fire hydrant lift, engaging the left outside of the glute, then kicking back, engaging your upper glute, and then back through center. We'll do that for 5, kick back, together. 4, fire hydrant, kick back, together. 3, fire hydrant, kick back, together. 2, last one, fire hydrant, kick back, together. Good, then sweeping that left knee through again, finding your low lunge. Inhale, coming up, then untucking our back toes, finding your crescent lunge. Finding depth here in your crescent lunge. Then reaching your hands forward, shifting as much weight as you can into that left leg. And inhale, coming back up. Exhale, taking your hands behind your back, interlacing your palms. Then lowering your chest down toward your left thigh, palms reach. Good, inhale, coming back up. Exhale, lowering your hands to the ground and straightening that left leg. Finding pyramid pose, stretch in the left hamstring. Good, making sure your hands are grounded, then stepping your feet back together, finding your bear pose, and then dropping both knees again. So checking your positioning here, make sure your hands are directly underneath your shoulders again, and knees are still hip width. We'll find that same fire hydrant kick back on the right side this time. So fire hydrant with your right leg, kick back, straightening and pushing through your heel, and then back through center. For 5, inhale, fire hydrant, kick back, together. Fire hydrant, kick back, together. 4, fire hydrant, kick back, together. 3, fire hydrant, kick back, together. 2, last one, fire hydrant, kick back, together. Then stepping that right foot all the way forward, finding your low lunge, lifting your hands, then untucking your back toes, coming up into your crescent lunge. Holding here, making sure your knee is directly over your ankle. Then reaching forward, shifting all your weight forward, coming onto the balls of your toes on your left foot. And then lifting back up through your chest, taking your hands behind your back, interlacing your palms, then lowering your chest down toward your knee. You can always take these from your knee here too, if being up in crescent lunge is too intense. Good, and then coming back up, grounding your knee, stepping your knees back together, and coming to our backs now. Rolling onto your back, grabbing your knees, pulling both knees into your chest. Rocking out, massaging the lower back and spine. Then straightening both legs or feet up the wall, flexing through your feet. Letting this pose decompress your lower back. Finding length through your spine. Then pulling your knees back into your chest and taking them out wide to the outside of your torso. Taking peace fingers, grabbing both of your big toes, finding happy baby pose. Drawing your knees down close to the floor beside you. Maybe rocking back and forth in this pose. Big inhales and exhales, trying to ground your lower back. And then releasing, drawing your knees back together. Taking the right foot and crossing it, placing your ankle on top of the left knee, threading your right hand through the space between your legs, finding a figure 4 stretch. Maybe lifting your head, neck, and shoulders, drawing your chin closer to your ankle. And then grounding your head, neck, and shoulders and straightening your left leg. Holding here or walking your hands up the back of your left leg. Maybe making contact with your foot and toes. Still working that right knee out. And then releasing, lowering your legs down toward your mat, engaging your core. Hands are next to you. Then relaxing, letting your hip fall open. Good, drawing that right knee into your chest, rocking it back and forth on your chest. Then crossing it over your body, finding a gentle spinal twist. Arms come out into a T, gazes over your right hand. Drawing it back to center, straightening that right leg, and walking your hands up the back of your calf. It's okay to have a nice bend in that right knee, whatever feels good to you right now. Cooling the body down. Then drawing both knees back into your chest. Then pulling your left knee into your chest. Rocking it back and forth in your hip joint. Then crossing your left knee across your body. Bring your hands out into a T, gazes over your left hand. Making sure both of your shoulders are grounded. And then coming back through center. Straightening the left leg. Bring the right up to meet it for legs up the wall. And bending both knees. Drawing your chin in towards your knees. And rocking back up, finding a seated position. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, right arm grounds, left arm reaches. Inhale, coming back up through center. Exhale, left arm grounds, right arm reaches. Gazes under your right arm. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, forward folding over both legs. Keeping your hips grounded. Taking a few breaths here, lowering your chest with each exhale. Then we're walking your hands all the way over to the right side. Left arm stacks on top of the right. Left arm stacks on top of the right. Feeling a stretch in your side body. Then making your way, passing through center, coming all the way to the left. Right arm stacks on top of your left. Good, coming back through center and rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, reaching your arms up, interlacing your fingers, flipping your palms toward the ceiling. Big stretch. Good, then releasing your hands, taking them behind your back, interlacing your fingers, opening up your chest. Good, then exhale, lowering your chest, keeping your fingers interlaced behind your back, then lifting up through your palms. Good, inhale, coming back up. Inhale, arms come all the way back up, reaching. Exhale, we'll spinal twist. So left arm comes to your right knee. Right arm reaches back. Sitting up tall through your spine. Inhale, arms come back up. Exhale, twisting to the left side. Right arm comes to your knee. Left arm reaches around back. Gaze follows. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Good. Drawing your hands to heart center. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, coming through heart center. 2 more times. Inhale, arms all the way back up. Exhale through center. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale through center. Thank you for joining me in class today. You did an excellent job with strength and mobility. Namaste.